What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar and welcome back to the UBL. This is going to be the week 2 team builder. Now, I am super frustrated because I have gone 0-3 in the last 3 Wi-Fi battles I've done, which I am not happy with. So this week I spent a lot of time, I spent a lot of effort, and I think I came up with a phenomenal team. Geez, I just realized that the name is cut off a little bit. Oh well. With a phenomenal team to bring against my opponent. I don't know how to pronounce their name. I think it's Aquarius. I'm honestly a bot. I think it's Aquarius, but I'm not really sure. I'm not too familiar with them, but their link will be down in the description below if you guys want to go and check them out. I would greatly appreciate it. Show some love for me. I would appreciate it. So, looking at rosters, we have got Torn, Jirachi, Mamo, Mienshao, Druddigon. We've got Delmise, Primarina, Skuntank, Type Null, Magneton, and Palpitoad. My opponent can bring every single one of her. Every single one of their, because I'm not sure of their pronouns. Every single one of their Pokemon. They can bring literally every single one of them. So that made my job a little difficult because I want to win with this Latios, because this Latios is phenomenal versus them. It is so good. So as you can see from down here in the EV spread, you can see that we have enough speed for Jirachi, I believe. No, Mienshao. We have enough speed for Mienshao, and we are a weakness policy. However, we are not like Calm Mind weakness policy. We are Dragon Dance weakness policy Latios, because if they go for U-turn with Mienshao as I click DD, knock off as I click DD, Moonblast from Jirachi as I click DD, knock off from Torn or U-turn from Torn as I click DD. If they go for Sucker Punch or a Dart or Crunch from their Skuntank, if they go from U-turn from Type Null, if they do pretty much anything, I'm able to DD up. I'm able to get up to +3 attack, +1 speed. I outspeed everything on their entire team outside of Choice Scarf Tornadus, and I'm able to break. The biggest issues for this Pokemon, the biggest issues are going to be Type Null. I need it weakened or poisoned or something. I need it weakened somehow. And I also need Mamoswine gone. That is the biggest thing, because Ice Shard does just kind of destroy me, which I'm not super happy with. However, I did kind of build this team in a way to be able to pressure Mamoswine pretty well. So this is going to be what I'm hoping to win the game with. I just need to play well around Mamoswine. That is the big thing. So let's go ahead and look at Nidoqueen that we're bringing this week. We're bringing 3 attacks plus T-Spikes because I don't really need a 4th coverage. And because of that, I was like, if I can set up a T-Spike and get a T-Spike off on Delmise as well as Druddigon, Mienshao, and Mamoswine, that could be pretty big. So I really did like that. But Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Ice Beam hits everything on their entire team for super effective damage or neutral damage. It hits everything super hard. It does phenomenal. And on top of that, I'm also Life Orbed. So I'm very strong. I'm very powerful this week. I have enough speed for Adamant Mamoswine, and then the rest is just thrown into bulk. I would have liked to be a little bit more bulky. I would have liked to be max HP. That way I can guaranteed live an Icicle Crash from Mamoswine and make this my designated lead. However, I also did not want to just flat out lose my Nidoqueen, which has so much offensive pressure to their Mamoswine. It would be worth it in my opinion, but I don't know. I'm still going back and forth on it. I'm really considering bringing a max HP Shukaberry variant, and then enough bulk to be able to 2-shot it with Earth Power. I think that's what I think I'm going to end up changing this, but these are the 2 sets that I'm going back and forth between. But I just wanted to record this now because I had the time. So really good wall breaking potential. Next up, we have Suicune, Fizdef Suicune. It helps me take on things like the Mienshao as well as the Mamoswine. Primarily those two. Those are the big 2 that I want to be able to switch in on, is Mamoswine and Mienshao. This also allows me to pretty much beat 1v1 the Jirachi. The Jirachi is never able to beat me down, flinch me down, anything like that, because I do have access to Sub, Protect, and Roar. And then if I'm able to just roar them around and get some hazards damage off, that's really, really big. So pretty standard stuff, no big deal. Next up, we have my my Rhydon. So Rhydon this week is actually a pretty important role. This could be the way that I get off the damage I need on Mamoswine, if I'm able to. This Pokemon can live in Earthquake, it can live in Icicle Crash, it can do a lot of damage back with Earthquake or Rock Slide, depending on what I want to go for. I believe Rock Slide. I believe Earthquake, just because it's more spammable versus their team. However, if I'm expecting Torn to come in, I could go for Rock Slide. So either way, but I have Stealth Rock and I have Roar. This gives me the ability to also just shuffle their team around. If I bring this thing in on, say, Skuntank, and I know that they have to switch out into something to be able to take the hit, I'm going to just keep clicking Roar, and I'm going to try to shuffle their team around as much as I possibly can with my 2 Roar Mons. I want to get as much chip damage off as possible, and hopefully end up in a position to where Mamoswine is dead. So that is that. Next up, we have my Aromatisse. My Aromatisse is just fully Spadef this week. It helps me take on things like the Jirachi if it's special, as well as Torn and Primarina. Super simple. I have Encore for... what was it? I believe type Null, if it's Rest. That way I can Encore it. Like, if I get it low and I'm expecting him to rest up, I can Encore him into rest. I can go into my next Pokemon, which is going to be my Scizor. I can click Knock Off and I can get rid of its Violite, and then I can start to sweep with everything else. So Spadef Scizor, this allows me to take on Magneton infinitely. I can also take Moonblast from Primarina pretty well, and I can click Knock Off, get rid of Specs. I can U-turn around, pivot. And I also have Roost for longevity. So I also have a Wish Passer in my Aromatisse as well to be able to keep my other Mons healthy, which is why I'm considering changing my Nidoqueen, because I do have a really good Wish Pass, and if this thing is around for a while, it can do a lot of damage. So I think I am going to end up changing this. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna cut for just a quick second, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've decided what I'm going to change this to. I just did a live. I'm going to change this around to have the exact same moves. I might put counter on there. I'm not 100% sure yet over, no. No, I'm going to keep the moves exactly the way they are, and I'm going to make this my designated lead, because if they lead with Mamoswine, I can guarantee to live both in Icicle Crash as well as an Earthquake if they decide to try to set up their Stealth Rocks, and I can 2-shot them with Earth Power. That is really important in my opinion. If I'm able to get that kill off early, then I'm able to do a ton of damage to their team with my Latios. So that is what I'm going to end up changing this to. I need to go ahead and do that in game real quick, but yeah, and then I think that is the entire team, because I went over Scizor a little bit. Scizor is there pretty much just for Magneton to be able to switch in on it. It also takes hits from Delmise pretty well, the grass type attacks and the steel type attacks, but it doesn't really take Poltergeist all that well, so I need to be careful of that. But I can switch in, I can take one, and then I can click Knock Off, which is really good. So that is going to be the team I'm bringing to week 3 versus Aquarius in the Chicago Strength Sap. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like down below for me. Also, go check out their channel. Their link will be down in the description below. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to week 2 of the UBL. This week we are going up against Aquarius in their Chicago Strength Sap. Sorry about my phone. I wanted to jump in real quick, and I wanted to say that their links will be down in the description below. Make sure you guys go check them out. I recently checked out their channel. Really cool. But I have what I'm expecting them to bring up on the layout. Could be a plethora of things over Skuntank, but I think the other 5 are pretty solid versus me. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut until we get into the battle, and I will be right back. Alrighty, let's see what they brought. Have fun, because I don't wish people good luck, because I need the luck right now with how much I'm losing. I'm really hoping that... Ooh, okay. No Mienshao is really good. So then we have got Delmise. Then over Mienshao, we have Primarina. Okay, so with this game, I'm going to lead off with, they have 2 stealth rockers they could bring. I think lead Mammo is more likely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead off with my Nidoqueen, because my Nidoqueen can live any 1 hit from Mamoswine. That is the big important thing. I'm going to go ahead while I have the 30 seconds to import my team, the damage calc. Okay. So my Rhydon is pretty much going to be there just for Skuntank. That's going to be like my main switch into it. Latios looks phenomenal this game. I need a little bit of chip damage off on Primarina, a little bit more than what I would hope to get off on it, if I'm being 100% honest with you, but Mamoswine, perfect. I'm going to go for 2 Earth Powers. The only way this one-shots me is if they're banded with Icicle Crash. Life Orb does too, but like, I don't... Went for knockoff first. Okay. So I get off a lot of damage. Ooh, I don't get off a lot of damage. That's AV. That is AV. So that means rocks are probably on Rachi, which is good. This thing became not a lot more useful, but it became pretty useful. Goes for knockoff again to get rid of my lefties. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click Scald. Yeah, I'm going to click Scald. Because if I can get a burn off on the Primarina, that'd be pretty nice. Ooh. Can I get a burn on this? I can't. But what I can do is I can click Protect. Let's just see what they're going to go for. SD, that's scary. That is scary. That's very scary. Went for Poltergeist. This is gonna... Ooh, I forgot about that. I think I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam here. Because I can get a lot of damage. Depending on the set, I could even KO. Yeah, let's just go for an Ice Beam. I need this thing weakened anyway. I'm not going to get up a T-Spike, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, you know what? It is what it is. Power Whip. This should kill. Yep. Cool. So Nidoqueen goes down. That sucks. That's not good. But at least this thing is in range of knockoff from my Scizor. And my Scizor does look very, very good this game. Yeah, I'm just going to go for knockoff. Went into Torn. Okay. I'm going to go hard into my Aromatisse. It did a lot. That's a super offensive Torn. Perfect. Aromatisse, please do not get hacked out the way you did in my low tier game. That would make me extremely sad. I'm gonna fire off a Moonblast here because I don't really lose much from it. Yeah. Goes for U-turn. They're probably gonna go into Jirachi. Yep, Jirachi. It's shiny Jirachi, so it could be Moonblast or Play Rough. It did about 15%, which is what it should do for no bulk. So this thing could be extremely offensive. I'm going to switch directly into my Suicune here. SD Delmise was really smart. I was expecting Banded, to be honest with you. Which is why I went for Protect there, because I knew that offensive Delmise was really good versus my team. I saw Banded in like 2 mocks. I need to get a Wish off to my Suicune, I think. Went back into Delmise. Okay. I'm just going to go hard into my Scizor. Because I don't want to risk not killing this thing. Synthesis, good bring. Very good bring. So it's SD Synthesis, Poltergeist, Power Whip. So I'm going to go for Knock. Again, I think. Yeah. Withdraws. He's going to go... I'm sorry, they're going to go into Torn again. They're playing very well. I need Rocks Up. Ooh. They're bringing such hard setup. I kind of have to go for Rock Slide. If they have Grass Knot, then they have Grass Knot. But, like, I know they have U-Turn. I know they have Hurricane. They could have Grass Knot as their last move. I'm going to go for Rock Slide just to see. Like, they do have Grass Knot. Frick! I can't... I don't know if I can beat this. If we're being like 100% honest, I don't think I can beat this. God, I am... What is happening? I just have to go for 2 Bullet Punches and hope I live a +2 Hurricane. Or, you know, you can miss one. Like, that would be cool too. And I get the confusion. Ah, man. Let's go for Bullet Punch. Let's see. Let's see. Withdraws into hopefully Jirachi. So believe it or not, please get this off. I am playing like... Okay. This is pretty much our only chance right here. This is literally the only chance we have right here. Ice Punch, I live this. Just don't freeze me, please. Cool. So now, am I out of range of Mamoswine? I'm not. What I can do is I can force a sack. Shuckleberry! Oh my god! What? And I don't even KO. GG, I just got 6-0'd. I literally just got 6-0'd. Oh my god. GG, like... Oh my god. I don't know what to do differently, guys. I don't know what to do differently. GG to my opponent. Like, I truthfully do not know what to do differently. Like, I don't know. Like, what do I do at this point, you know? I'm just getting throttled. Crit. Flinch too, right? Yeah. Oh my god, sometimes you can only laugh at it. I have not had this much of a losing streak my entire time in draft. GG. I get a Scald off. It's not going to kill, though. It did kill. Not a 6-0. Wait. GG's. I literally can't say anything else except for GG's. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do differently, guys. I'm feeling so defeated with this game. I have not won in 5 games. I'm struggling, but GG's to my opponent. They played super well. They brought hard offense that I couldn't beat. Do you not have Iron Head? I mean, I didn't get 6-0'd, but like, I pretty much got 6-0'd, you know? God, this sucks. Like, and it's funny, I haven't had this much of an issue my entire time in Draft League. I've used Suicune before. I've never had this issue. Like, I don't know, man. This is rough. This is very rough. I mean, I'm going to try to do something, but like... Yeah. GG's to my opponent. Like, seriously, I could not switch into... I couldn't switch into Nasty Plot Torn plus Delmise. I couldn't get up rocks. GG. There's not much else to say. I don't even know what I could have done differently in prep, because in every single mock I did, this team swept. Like, literally every single time. So it's like, I don't know what else to do. Seriously though, GG's to my opponent. Make sure you go check out their links down in the description below, guys. Like, clearly they're doing something very well if they can slap me up like this. Yeah, is what it is, right? But GG's. I'm hoping we can bounce back from this, guys, because I'm starting to get a little demoralized, and I'm starting to get a little not motivated for how much I'm losing and for how much work I'm putting in. Yeah, I don't know. But GG's. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.